this is Becky. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be finishing up, I think this is the last video of the series for our angel healing. It's going to start off with karma clearing. So, miasms are subtle energy imprints that can lodge in any of the subtle body systems and cause emotional or mental disease or physical illness. There are four basic types: karmic, acquired, inherited, and planetary. Karma is a Sanskrit word meaning the sum total of a person's actions in this and previous lives. The karmic principle allows each person to experience the full scope of all perspectives on life. It is central to all Eastern religions, and similar principles are also found in Western religions. For example, Christianity teaches that you should do unto others as you would have done unto you. Karmic miasms are the residue of past life actions that lodge in the etheric body and have potential to develop into illness, disease, or suffering in the present or in future lives. This predisposition often determines our attitude and behavior in this lifetime. They lower our state of consciousness, attracting negative people and situations into our life. Acquired miasms are acute or infectious diseases or petrochemical toxicity acquired during this lifetime. After the acute phase of an illness, these traits settle into the subtle bodies and predispose you to illness. Inherited miasms can also be called hereditary miasms. These subtle energy imprints are passed down to you from your ancestors. They may be genetic or can originate from infectious diseases. Planetary miasms are stored in the collective consciousness of the planet in the etheric level. They may penetrate the physical or subtle bodies. And I know that I'm sensitive to energies of even towns. Like this town that I'm in is the town that my oldest daughter and my son-in-law and my grandkids are in. And the energy here, it just feels so much better than the energy in the other videos that I was doing, which was the town that I had been in for 20 years and was very heavy and controlled, and you could feel the hostilities and the anger and the restlessness, whereas here it's just so much more lighter and freeing and peaceful. So when you become very in tune with energy, it's not just people, it's the places as well. You can sense and be like, okay, I need to get out of here. And people will be like, oh, that's you're just being weird. And I'm like, okay, well, say I'm weird, but I gotta get out of here. Which is why I like to drive myself places. I'm not necessarily the best driver, but I don't like being landlocked into a place without an exit strategy. And when I want to go, I'm ready to go. The violet flame can be used to clear all types of miasms and is effective for clearing karmic miasms. So what are you going to do? Well, you sit comfortably where you will not be disturbed. Breathe easily and naturally. Allow yourself to release any tension from your physical body. Mentally ask Archangel Zadkiel to send you his violet flame of transformation to clear your karmic miasms. See or feel your whole being completely surrounded and engulfed by the violet flame. Ask the violet flame, as the violet flame diminishes and finally dissolves, the session is over. So guidance. Angels have many functions, and one of the most important is to give wise counsel. People seek guidance from friends, family members, or colleagues, and there are people trained as counselors and behavioral therapists who spend their lives helping others through the trauma of bereavement, redundancy, and destructive relationships. You have to be careful, though, when you're asking people that are close to you, because remember, everybody has their own agendas in life, and so sometimes people will try to sway your decisions based on the outcomes that they want to see happen, not necessarily within your best and highest good. Not to say that they're bad people, they're trying to do evil things, but sometimes people like for us to be a certain way, and when we want change, they might sway you away from that change because they don't really want you to change. So you just have to be cautious about whose advice that you're taking and how you're implementing that. Sometimes we need to step out of the rigid third dimensional mindset and look to higher sources of guidance. We need to look larger to explore the bigger picture. Your guardian angel links you to your higher self where all is understood. Often we are too close to the problem and continually scrutinize each minute detail until we are emotionally exhausted. There are times when we are not ready to discuss our problems with counselors, or we do not wish to burden our family and friends with difficulties. This is the perfect time to seek spiritual counseling from our guardian angels. And I know I never felt comfortable talking with counselors about communicating with the angels because, again, they think you're crazy and they want to put you on medication. So a lot of times I kept everything in counseling to be, relational between me and my family members, or how can we improve our communication, how can we improve our behavior, and kind of kept it on that level. I never really went into, because I didn't want them to say, oh, she needs a psych ward. So how to seek guidance: sit in a steady meditation posture and relax. Close your eyes and take some slow, deep breaths, making the out breath slower than the in breath. Focus on your crown chakra and feel your connection to your higher self. Ask your higher self to send down a sphere of light to surround and protect you during this guidance technique. The sphere can be any color. Make a note of the color, as often your higher self will send you the color you most need to bring balance and healing to your life. Invoke your guardian angel and ask for spiritual guidance. Visualize yourself sitting opposite an empty chair. This is for your guardian angel. Invite your angel to sit in that chair. You will be aware of a brilliant light beginning to form in front of you. See the light grow larger and take the form of your angel. Feel the compassion radiating from your angel. Open your heart to your angel and allow yourself mentally to tell your angel your problems and concerns. Be open to receive any insights from your angel. Be willing to put into practice what your angel suggests. When you are ready, allow yourself to return to everyday waking reality. Next, we have accepting and developing spiritual gifts. If we ignore any aspect of ourselves, we become fragmented. If we do not nurture our physical bodies, they will quickly become unhealthy. And if we ignore our emotional needs, we invite stress into our lives. If we continually ignore our spirituality and fixate on worldly possessions, we develop spiritual poverty. In recent years, there have been an upsurge of interest in meditation, yoga, Reiki, and other activities that reduce stress and aid relaxation. Now, I know that some people in the religious communities, which I was really entwined with, they did not like these words and these things that I was looking into and that I was learning and developing and practicing. So I just learned to say that I'm a medicine woman and I do energy healings, right? And again, that can freak people out. So you just have to read the room, literally and figuratively and spiritually, and learn what verbiage, what vocabulary is safe within that realm, so then that way you know how to speak to the people that are there. So a lot of times I would speak to them more in religious parables, which are saying the same things, but just talking about Jesus' experiences and relaying it that way would then help ease them into what it is that I can do. All right, so where did I leave off? Okay. So through these techniques, many people have begun to open spiritually, have started to examine their lifestyles and choices, and learned how to nurture and accept all aspects of themselves. We are all born not only with a guardian angel, but also with amazing spiritual gifts that are our divine birthright. In order to accept and develop your spiritual gifts, you will need to open and heal your heart chakra. And that's something that I've worked really hard to learn how to do. It is not easy to open people's heart chakra. Sometimes they don't want it opened, and so then you have the repercussions from it. So if you're working with someone who needs help with that, or if you need help with that, you can reach out at homans.consulting@gmail.com. This will allow you to always be working from a place of love. Now, the accepting technique. Sit in a comfortable meditation posture and relax. Then close your eyes and focus gently on your breathing. Allow it to become a little slower and deeper than normal. Invoke Archangel Chamuel to help you, protect you, and oversee the process. Touch your heart chakra in the center of your chest and visualize your heart chakra's 12 lotus petals. As you view them, notice if any damaged. Some petals may even be closed. Ask Archangel Chamuel to open the petals and repair any damaged ones. The normal color of the heart lotus petals are green, but as we evolve spiritually, we change to a beautiful shade of pink. See how many of your heart petals are now pink. To close the healing session, bring yourself back to everyday waking reality. Repeat the meditation at further sessions until all the heart petals are pink. Your heart chakra is open and you are happy developing your spiritual gifts. We're going to end this with soul rescue. Sometimes deeply traumatic events or acute or prolonged illness can make us feel ill at ease with ourselves. It is as if we have lost part of ourselves or are falling apart. Sometimes these feelings of loss of the self may be due to soul loss or fragmentation. Some people who have soul loss have memory gaps, especially from early childhood where the soul is more easily shocked into flipping out. Sometimes we give away part of ourselves to others, especially during romantic relationships, which is why I choose to be single, straight, celibate, sober, sovereign, supported, and celebrated. That really is my sweet spot of a healthy balance in life. And I know God wants me to have a divine counterpart, so he is mirroring and he's going to match that divine formula in order for me to be able to maintain my homeostasis on all levels. He's got to match that. So the path to recovery on a soul level has been called soul retrieval or soul rescue. By working with the angelic realms to build a bridge of light, we can summon the soul fragments back to us where they can be reintegrated. This often brings dramatic changes in overall physical, mental, and emotional health. Archangel Haniel is the protector of your soul and will seek out your soul fragments. So sit in a comfortable meditation posture and relax. Close your eyes and focus gently on your breathing. Allow your body to relax. Invoke Archangel Haniel. Feel yourself connecting and aligning with this energy. It's turquoise. See or feel yourself completely surrounded and protected by this light. Once you've made a strong connection, ask him to traverse all dimensions to seek your soul fragments. If you have soul fragments that are willing to return to you, sometimes they're not, you will see them traveling back to you over a bridge of light. Often the fragment will appear to be you at the age you lost this part of yourself. You may feel the need to have a dialogue with the fragment, especially if it's reluctant to come back to you. If you find the emotions around the loss overpowering or you are unable to express yourself eloquently, ask Haniel to assist you. He uses the turquoise ray of heartfelt communication, so he can be very persuasive. Once you have integrated all your soul fragments that you are willing to return to you or you are willing to integrate, bring yourself back to everyday waking reality. Remember, you are co-creating with source. So you are allowed to unlearn and relearn and learn new things anytime you want. Whatever no longer serves you, you are allowed to release and let go of. And this is a school of learning, right? It might be the school of hard knocks, but it's still very valuable soul lessons. And I'm glad that you found my channel and that you're here, and I'd greatly appreciate it if you could like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And if you want to know how you can make donations to keep me going, I would greatly appreciate you reaching out. And as always, the light in me respects the light in you, and I really do hope you have a blessed day.